Hey people, Mark here, and today I bring you news. News of lore to come, I say. It looks like the embargo on Halo lore has finally been lifted, because they kind of took a break making books and like comics and stuff like that. I think probably because Halo Infinite needed to be focused on. Like, all hands on deck, including the entire lore team, needed to be like, this is the only thing we're doing right now. Stop everything else. Focus on Halo Infinite, but now that Halo Infinite's getting back on track, we can see some interesting things happening. Most interesting of all being Kelly Gay's Halo Epitaph. Now, Halo Outcasts will be out soon this year by Troy Denning, and that's exciting in its own right, but there is few Halo things you can excite me with other than bringing the Didact back. I can finally stop commenting and replying to people commenting like, actually, the Didact died in Halo Escalations. No, he didn't. He didn't die. They made it very clear, and you still didn't get it. Anyway, our good friend Alex Wakeford, we go by Alex. We're on a first-name basis after he put me in that cannon fodder a few months ago. Remember that? That was weird. Anyway, Alex gives like a rundown of who the Didact is, you know, in case you didn't play Halo 4, or I guess in case you didn't read the Forerunner trilogy of books, which you should. What is that shit on? What is that? Am I running out of time? What? Well, that was weird. Anyway, the official description of Halo Epitaph reads as follows. Stripped of armor, might, and memory, the Forerunner warrior known as the Didact was torn from the physical world following his destructive confrontation with the Master Chief, and sent reeling into the mysterious depths of a seemingly endless desert wasteland. This once powerful and terrifying figure is now a shadow of his former self, gaunt, broken, desiccated, and alone. But this wasteland is not as barren as it seems. A blue light glints from a thin spire in the far distance. Thus begins the Didact's great journey, the final fate of one of the galaxy's most enigmatic and pivotal figures. That sounds fucking amazing. That sounds like a really good book. I'm getting very strong Halo Primordium vibes from this, so it's gonna be a strange journey across what I assume is not a literal desert. It's probably some kind of, like, manifestation of the domain that he's inside of. Oh, I'm very excited for this. And as we can see here, this is the full cover art. I showed it already probably while I was reading that, but here it is. We've got the Didact here. His mask is broken. He's got his orange from his armor still glowing, but there's a bit of blue there as well. The blue in Halo 4 typically was kind of like your hint that the librarian was around, and that stayed true, I think. We've got a big spire in the background, probably what was being talked about in the description of the book. It looks like Zeta Halo architecture, but, you know, Halo continuity with that kind of thing is not really great, so it could be literally any Forerunner structure ever, even if it's been shown before and looked different. But it also shares some similarities with those Life Worker ships from the new Big Team Battle map. Forgot the name of it. I can gather from the description this is probably going to be a sort of like inner journey for the Didact. He's probably going to regain some of his former self as a not good guy, but much less insane and broken. I have a feeling the Didact is probably going to start his journey back to himself in this. The Didact come back to life? No, probably not. No. He would deserve it. He should, but he won't. I don't think the Didact will come back. I don't think the blue would be an indication of the ESO Didact. I know the Didact, when you look at this image, and there's like very strong implications of the Didact versus something inside the Didact. Like, his mask is broken, there's the blue and the red, and it's sort of like, you know, it's supposed to be clashing ideas. And when you think of the Didact and you think of clashing ideas within someone, you're like, okay, well, he's got a clone out there, so obviously the clone's gonna be involved. I don't know. I don't really see how he would fit into the story. I don't see how anything other than the librarian fits in. The hood looks fucking sick. He looks so cool. I forgot to mention it in the original recording, but he looks exactly like that one Halo 5 concept art we saw where the Didact was originally going to be involved in that story. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the ESO Didact appeared in some form, like as a person in this land meeting the Didact and talking to him, but I don't think, like, if any of this takes place in the real world, outside of the domain, that is, I don't think that, like, the ESO Didact is gonna be like, it's me, I'm back in the Milky Way, and I'm here to help fight the Banished. That would be a really lopsided thing, I think. Well, you'd think. Bornstellar's immune to a single grenade, you know. Anyway, I'm interested to see how this ties in with the Endless, because we heard his voice in that one room. I'll play the clip if I can find it.
If they cannot be purged, they must be contained. Balance restored. Balance restored.
No being will ever learn the truth of what we have done today. This is our darkest moment. Our eternal shame. Forever hidden, buried with these rings.
It must be done. We have no choice.
Is there an agreement? Consensus?
There is.
That voice, a lot of people think is David Spade is, that's either the comedian or the guy that played Ultron. How the fuck? I'm not even gonna try and say that last name. Keith something. Yeah, I just listened to it again. That is 100% Keith Sargent. I'm very unconfident that I know how to say that person's name, so I won't even try. Yes, this book will be out January 2024, and I will be doing a book review for that immediately. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it right now. In fact, that's just about all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed this, I don't know why you would. I kind of rambled a lot. I'll get Halo Outcasts between August 11th and August 14th, so you can expect a review of that on August 12th, or August 16th or something. I'll read it real fast, just for you. I've been missing having a Halo book to read, but this one's shaping up to maybe be challenger for one of the #1 spots. I don't know. That's all I got. Thank you for... Stop doing that. I don't like when you... What is that number count? It's stupid. Don't do it.